Good morning. You are tuned into 1100 WSGI. This is The Go Show with Lee Marie. So glad you could make it today. It is Wednesday, August 24th. Today is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. Remember, be anxious for nothing. We're going to read a short part of our devotional right here before I introduce my fabulous guests. Today is the 24th. I cannot believe that. All right. Trust the Lord. Do not be afraid. He wants you to view trials as exercises designed to develop your trust muscles. You live in the midst of fierce spiritual battles, and fear is one of Satan's favorite weapons. When you start to feel afraid, affirm your trust in him. Speak out loud if circumstances permit. Resist the devil in his name and resist the devil in the Lord's name, and he will slink away from you. All right.
Good word.
All right.
That's a good one.
That's right. So I am so excited today because I've got some fabulous people in my studio. I have Stephen Astier from the TFA, and so he is going to speak first because he has to run off to work, and he's going to be talking about a very special state event that's coming up. And then, of course, I have Tonya Hunter from Murph's Country Music Barn, and she's going to be talking about a fabulous event that we're so excited about on September 10th. So, Stephen, since we got to get you off to work, what can you tell us about September 3rd?
Oh, okay. Well, September 3rd is the TFA LAC annual event. And what that is a luncheon, midday event. And we have an auction, we have giveaways, and we have guest speakers. What we do is we try to raise money to cover the legal cost of protecting our Second Amendment across the United States. We have attorneys that fight national cases for us. And here in the state of Tennessee, we also have a lobby that lobbies our capital representatives. So we have a lot to do and a lot to work. Our organization is filled with volunteers. Nobody gets paid for this. So legal costs, and travel costs for our attorneys to get across, to get to these suits, to get to Washington and to fight these cases for us gets expensive. So we have an annual event to help pay for that. And of course, it's all volunteers that do this work. So that annual event is on September 3rd. At the Farm Bureau Expo in Wilson County. If you want more information about that and how to get tickets or how to become a donor or a vendor. Now, it's really important for vendors. They get a lot of advertisement for their stock here. We have a lot of great vendors coming out. And just, some of the people are just outrageously great. They give us guns. They give us all kinds of great things to auction off, to give away. There's going to be an AR that's going to be given away as a door prize. There's going to be several, probably 17 different firearms or more that will be on auction. So we're going to have a fun auction. We always have a great. Mark Green will be speaking along with several other speakers. And our keynote speaker will be Eric Pratt, who's the vice president of Gun Owners of America. Gun Owners of America has a great partnership with the Tennessee Firearms Association. What we do is we go to the Capitol and lobby our representatives for a stronger Second Amendment. We have a Second Amendment in Tennessee. We have a Second Amendment in the United States Constitution as well. And in both cases, there are laws on the books that inhibit or interfere with our Second Amendment rights. So, as you know, the Second Amendment protects the right to keep and bear arms. Well, according to the current administration in Washington, they don't believe in a Second Amendment. And right now, they're in Missouri. In fact, Joe Biden has his goon squad in the state of Missouri right now going through the permit database. That's anybody who has a carry permit has a database there in Missouri, and they're trying to get into that database right now, and they're trying to get records of everybody in the state of Missouri that has a carry permit. Now, that's not good. In fact, that is a violation of Second Amendment rights. They're just using that to try to interfere with our Second Amendment right. So we're praying for those people out there, and we're hoping that nothing comes of that. However, they're on their way. They're moving across the United States. Biden has his goon squad. They're coming after us. They're coming after our ARs. They're coming after our guns. They want to take away our guns, take away the Second Amendment, so we'll have no First Amendment. If you have no way to defend your speech, then you have no speech at all. So here we go. we've checked here at the Tennessee Safety Department and to see if the FBI or anybody from Washington has inquired as to the databases here in Tennessee. We were told that there have been no inquiries. In fact, there's no record at all. We were actually told that there was no database. So we're hopefully that is true, and hopefully we are comfortable here with our carry permits, and we don't have to worry about the federal government inquiring as to who and does not, who owns a gun or who carries a gun. As you know, I carry a gun, of course. I have a carry permit, and I know that all my friends, most of my friends do, for personal protection. So we exercise our Second Amendment rights here in the state of Tennessee, and we don't want the federal government interfering. If you want to help out, now we've got several cases involved here in the state of Tennessee and across the United States, and that is this. Right now, the Biden administration is trying to stop gun sellers from renewing their permits. So FFL gun sellers across the United States are being threatened. They're being bullied, and they're being threatened by the Tobacco, Alcohol, and Firearms. So those agents are going out. They don't even like it. They know it's against the law. They know that it's wrong. They know that it's contrary to the Constitution. But they're trying to stop FFL people from being able to renew their permits. So that means that people we buy our guns from, the local gun stores, are having their permits rejected by Biden administration officials. So Biden is going after the gun sellers right now. They tried to go after the manufacturers, but they failed. So now they're trying to go after the gun sellers. So here they're trying to do anything they can to take away our guns. So the fight is on right now, and we have several cases that are going on across the United States. Please help us out. Come on out to the annual event. Get yourself a ticket. Have lunch with us. Have a good time. Get involved in all the fun activities we're going to have on the 3rd, and that will help to fight against the Biden administration's overreach to try to take away our guns. He's coming after us, and we got to fight back, and we can win this battle. We just need your help. That's
right. And I believe the doors open at 10 a.m. that day?
That's right. If you need more information, go to tfalac.org. That's tfalac.org. Go online, get your tickets, and we'll see you there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on. And Stephen is the local chapter director for the Robertson County chapter of the Tennessee Firearms Association. And currently that meets the second Monday of every month at 6 p.m.
That's right. We have a Patriot Potluck, the second Monday night of the month, every month in Greenbrier at the American Legion. If you need more information on that, you can call me directly at 615-618-7372.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. We're going to get on to our second guest, and you're welcome to stay if you want, because I know you know Tonya well.
Oh, I love Tonya. She's wonderful. She's an amazing, amazing woman.
Thank you. She is an amazing woman. I don't know how she does it all, but she does. And this is our favorite place to be on a Saturday night in Robertson County, is at Murph's Country Music Barn.
It's mine too.
Ah, well, great. So
Legacy Memorial Field.
So glad you could join us today. So is this the first time that you've been here on air at WSGI?
It is.
Oh,
it's exciting.
Awesome. Well, welcome. That is so cool. Come on in, Danny. Danny's here. Stephen, you want to swap out with Danny? There you go. Come on in. All right. This is a record for us. We've got 3 guests today, so you can come on and sit in. So, hi, Danny.
Hi.
So I know you were originally 8:15, so you can do your spot right now, and then we'll go into Tonya. I didn't see you, so go ahead, have a seat,
All right.
and we'll get your. Like I said, it's a record. We've never had 3 guests at one time, which is awesome, but there's so much going on.
It is.
Yeah.
So before we go into this September event, we're going to just hit real quick the event that is this coming Saturday.
Yes, that's right. We've got the Robertson County Historical Society is celebrating kind of a milestone in that there was a movie filmed in downtown Springfield back in 1985. It's called The Last Days of Frank and Jesse James, and it starred Johnny Cash and Chris Christopherson, and Willie Nelson even had a cameo role in it. Anyway, Johnny Cash played Frank James, and Chris Christopherson played Jesse James, and it was a big deal back in 1985. They brought in tons and tons and tons of dirt, covered up the courthouse square, all the sidewalks, painted the buildings to make them look like a scene out of 1869.
Nice.
And they used the courthouse, and it was just really neat, and a lot of people were involved in it. They served as extras. They also provided services for the movie company, and Johnny Cash and Chris Christopherson were all over the courthouse square, and then they also filmed up in Orlando. So, all right, how does that tie in with Robertson County Historical Society? Well, we decided, why don't we celebrate that fact? And last year we did. And somebody had suggested, well, why if it's Jesse James, maybe we could get some guys to reenact a bank robbery in Springfield. And so we put our heads together, and sure enough, we found some reenactors over in Russellville where they actually did rob the bank in Russellville back in around 1869, I believe it was. And so we got those guys involved, and they're going to come over, and they did come over last year, and we had a authentic reenactment of a Jesse James bank robbery in Springfield. Now, history does not show that the James gang actually robbed a bank in Springfield, but we do know they were active in Robertson County. They traveled through Robertson County. They actually lived down in Whites Creek for a time, and then in Nashville as well. So again, this Saturday from 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock, we're going to have a festival. We'll be having food trucks. We'll have a kid zone with bouncy houses. We're going to have a best costume contest for the best dressed Western wear. A lot of other fun events for the kids, family, and everyone else. And this will all be taking place on the Courthouse Square in downtown Springfield, like I said, from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. The bank robbery reenactment will take place at high noon.
Ooh,
and
okay.
high noon, the bank robbers will be coming down Main Street on horseback, dressed like they would have been out of the Jesse James movie itself, starring Johnny Cash and Chris Christopherson. And then they will come up to the courthouse, turn left onto 6th Avenue, and they will ride their horses down to the Robertson County History Museum, which will double as the City Bank of Springfield. And then these desperados will walk into the bank and rob it, and the museum will double, like I said, as the City Bank of Springfield, and they will rob the bank, and then they will plan to make their escape. But things go awry, as often do. And the only way you're going to find out what happens is to come to the Robertson County Historical Society Festival, the last days of Frank and Jesse James. You can buy tickets at the gate, $10 a piece, and that's for 13 and above. Anybody below 12 or 12 and below get in free.
Oh, very cool.
$10, you can't beat a deal like that. And I've got 2 tickets to give away to your listeners over your radio
All right,
station.
so
Okay?
if you are watching online, what do you want them to comment?
Maybe comment as far as to get the tickets?
Yes, to get the tickets. Or you just want to say, I want the tickets.
Okay. All right. Who killed Jesse James? It was a very famous assassination. He died in 1882.
Okay.
Who killed Jesse James?
All right, you're going to have to look that up, y'all. 1882, who killed Jesse James? The first person to put that on Facebook gets to be the winner of these 2 tickets. Oh, someone is asking, Deborah Blair is asking, what time will the contest be for the best dressed?
That will be going on just before the bank robbery.
Okay, just before the bank robbery, and
so
that's
about
at high
11,
noon.
about
so-
11:30. though.
Okay, around 11:30-ish. All right. So do you want to hang out and wait for the person to find the answer?
Whatever you want me to do.
Okay, well, it could take a while, but let's see.
Okay. All right.
So just real quick, Danny is the director for...
I'm on the board of directors for the Robertson County Historical Society. Have been for quite a while, and we've got and the Robertson County Historical Society is we run, manage, and supervise and own the Robertson County History Museum. The Historical Society's been in existence in Springfield since 1968. We've been in the museum since 1998, which, by the way, the museum was originally built in 1915 as the U.S. Post Office for the city of Springfield. And like I said, we've been there since 1998. We have a very active organization. We have a lot of other events coming up later on.
We have an answer. Is Bob Ford correct?
Bob Ford is correct.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, 2 ladies did respond, and the first lady was Patricia Samler.
All right.
So, Patricia, you get these tickets, so I will deliver them to her. I do know where she is. So,
Interesting side note about Bob Ford. He was a member of the gang and with Jesse James, and the way history turned out, Bob had actually killed one of Jesse's cousins, but Jesse did not know that, so he was afraid that Jesse would find it out, and so when he had the opportunity, he actually shot Jesse James in the back in the parlor of his home in 1882. Jesse had taken his guns off and was straightening a picture, a picture on the wall, and Bob Ford and his brother Charlie were in there visiting with Jesse, and he took the opportunity to shoot him in the back, killed him. His wife, Jesse's wife, was in another room. She heard the gunshot, and then she goes in there and she cradles her husband's head as he bleeds out. And then, of course, Bob Ford kind of led a life of notoriety for several years. His brother Charlie felt so bad about it that he finally killed himself about 4 years later, about 1886. And then in 1892, Bob Ford was someplace probably where he shouldn't be, but anyway, like I said, in fact, he traveled the West, and he would tell his version of the story of how he killed Jesse James. But anyway, one night in 1892, he was in a place where he shouldn't be, and somebody sneaked up behind him with a shotgun and put both barrels into the back of Bob Ford. Wow. So there you go.
Well, thank you for that wonderful history lesson. And I do want to say congratulations also to Deborah Blair.
Yes,
she was the second person who answered, and she said that Bob Ford collected a $10,000 reward for killing Jesse James. Is that true?
Let's see. I'm trying to think. My understanding, they did offer a $10,000 reward, but I don't know that he ever collected on that money.
Okay. All right. So
anyway.
Jury's still out on that.
Well,
I'm going to see you.
History can be murky.
Yeah, well, isn't that the truth?
Okay.
So we will see you Saturday. I'm definitely going to be there, and
All
Stephen's
right.
going to dress up.
All right, great. We look forward to
Hopefully
it.
I will too.
All right, I hope so.
Thank you so
Lee.
much for coming on.
You're more than welcome.
And can I keep that flyer that I saw?
Absolutely, yes.
That would be awesome.
I meant to give it to you.
Awesome. Very
There we
cool.
go.
Thank you so much.
All right, Lee. Thank you.
We'll talk to you soon.
See you Saturday.
All right.
Good luck.
See you Saturday.
You bet. Thank you.
All right. That was Mr. Danny Atchley. And now if we have, we're going to have actually a station break for one of our advertisers. Then we're going to come back and talk to Tonya Hunter from Murph's Country Music Barn. All right. Let's hear from one of our sponsors.
At 1000 Main Street in the heart of downtown historic Springfield lies the Southside Drug Company, which has delivered hometown-friendly service since 1919. They offer medication therapy management, compression stocking fittings, nebulizers, monthly care packs in which you can get your medications rolled into strips of perforated packs, and free delivery within city limits. And my favorite, a healthy cafe for breakfast and lunch on weekdays. Store hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, visit SouthsideDrugCo.com. Be sure to tell them Lee Marie sent you.
Okay. We are back in studio with one of my favorite ladies from my favorite place in Robertson County, Murph's Country Music Barn. This is Tonya Hunter. And I am so excited. So Experience Robertson County is something that's super fun because you get a passport and you get to go around to all 11 municipalities that are having something. And each city will have one place that is going to represent them. And I think it is so amazing that Murph's Country Music Barn is going to be representing Cedar Hill. That is perfect.
Yeah, we're so excited to be represented this year.
That's awesome. So now I've been talking to some of the places because we did have Authentic Coffee on last week because he's going to be the stop in Millersville. And so he's going to have some little demos and stuff. But I saw your schedule. You're having quite a bit going on there.
Yes, we've got a lot planned for our guests. So we're going to have a couple of the artists that play in the band, Shelton Frizzell and Stevie Coleman. They're going to tell stories about their experience in the music industry. So Mr. Shelton, he has traveled around the country and the world playing saxophone and other instruments with some well-known bands, and he's going to be there on stage playing and telling his stories with his saxophone. And Stevie Coleman, he works for Gibson Guitar. He builds these amazing instruments for people you wouldn't believe, and it's planned that he's going to bring a guitar that he's building for someone famous.
Oh, nice.
He may tell you who that is on Saturday. And amazing stories from these two gentlemen, and we're so privileged to have their experience in the band.
Well, the band, I mean, the Starlighters is so amazing.
Yes.
And those of you that have not been out to Murph's Country Music Barn, you better get out there this Saturday, because the Starlighters are so talented, so much fun. You know, they just, every single song is amazing, and all the musicians.
Yes.
I mean, they're so talented. So you're going to have a couple of the musicians there telling stories.
Yes.
What else are you going to have on September 10th?
We're going to be offering some dance lessons by Crystal Six from 2 to 4. So those she gives free dance lessons every Saturday night from 6:30 to 7:30, and she's a wonderful teacher.
She is,
and she teaches from young and old. You know, small children all the way up to, you know, my age, and
all levels too.
Yes.
You know, and she
Yes,
is an excellent
definitely.
teacher. You know,
Yes.
I've been in the dance teaching world for, you know, about 25 years, and I tell you, she is one of the best. You know,
Yes,
she
she
is
is.
patient. You know, some people would just like start and they'll just go straight through and not, you know, stop and
That's
say, hey, did you guys get that? Who didn't get that? Do we need to do it again? Which is great, because when you're learning something, you don't need it to just fly by. You need to have it broken down and,
Yes.
you know, stuff like that. So she is amazing. I'm so excited she's going to be there for 2 hours. I'm definitely going to be there taking advantage of that, because there's so many country line dances that I still don't know.
there's
There's endless amount,
many,
right?
yes, many, and she breaks it down step by step for you. That and you don't have to feel intimidated. Everybody's there to learn, and that's the wonderful thing about line dancing is you get somebody in front, behind, and on either side, and before you know it, you're just a part of it.
That's right.
You have someone to follow.
That's right. And just, you know, you may go through a dance and maybe you didn't get it all, but that's okay, because maybe if you got a certain, you know, a certain part of it or some of the steps, because a lot of the steps repeat in other, you know, so if you learn this grapevine or you learn something, you know, it's okay, because you're going to need it for another one of the dances. So
Yes.
that is an awesome thing. So between 2 and 4, is that when?
Crystal will be there from 2 to 4.
Okay, so
yes.
mark that on your calendars, y'all, because you need to get out and get some exercise.
Yes.
And just have fun. I mean, she's awesome.
Yes, it is. She makes it a lot of fun.
Now, I heard you guys were giving away little goodie bags.
We are. We're giving a little bag, and that bag will contain a free admission.
Oh my!
So, you know, our hours of operation are 6:30. Starting at 6:30 in the evening, the band starts at 7:30. So it's hard to capture that experience the day of the Experience Robertson County. So we want to give everyone an opportunity to get the real experience of Murph's Country Music Barn. So we're going to give a free admission.
That's awesome. So their big day that you can go to Murph's is Saturdays.
Yes, that's
And so the
right.
doors, I think they open like at 6, don't they?
Yes.
Okay, you open at 6. You can go in and get some food. Everything's great there.
Yes.
And there's plenty of tables if you want to call ahead
Yes,
to reserve.
You can make reservations, but you don't have to.
Okay.
Yes, come early, grab something from the deli. We serve hamburgers, fries. My mom makes some amazing homemade desserts.
She sure does. We love B. Hey, B. Hey, Murph. Your parents are awesome.
Yeah, I know they're watching and listening.
Very cool. We love y'all. We love the whole family. So on Saturdays, so the doors open at 6. Crystal starts teaching line dancing at 6:30.
Yes.
The band starts at
7:30.
7:30, and that's usually the Starlighters.
Yes.
Sometimes someone else will jump up there and
Yes.
guest star. And oh my
Yes.
gosh, I've never heard one bad musician there. I mean, they are so amazing.
Yes, they are. And we really try to get real quality artists in there, and to showcase their songs, what they like to sing.
Yeah.
And it's all country music.
And some oldies in there, some
Yes.
like, 1950s, 1960s oldies, which I love that too, because I love those eras.
Yes, that's right. And also, from time to time, we'll pep it up with some Southern country rock, to get your heart pumping.
And I know that they often take requests too.
Yes, that's right.
So, you can go there because they know how to play everything, basically.
Yes. I mean, these gentlemen have it's amazing how much experience they have between them.
So it's a great family venue. It's
Yes,
all
def-
ages.
Yes, that's
now,
right.
I know it's like what, $7 or $8 to get in?
$7 to get in
on Saturdays.
Yes.
But below what age is free? Is there a free age?
Children under 6 are free.
Okay.
12 and under is $3.
$3,
But
okay.
it's a wonderful family atmosphere. You do not have to worry about coming there with your children and seeing something inappropriate
Right.
or experiencing anything that's not family oriented.
That's right.
So many people want to go to downtown Nashville to Lower Broad these days, but we are hearing that they're uncomfortable to do that anymore.
Right.
But this is a good, safe place to have a wholesome family experience.
Definitely.
And you don't have to pay $40 to park.
That's a good point. They got plenty of free parking there at Murph's. All right, we're going to do another station break right here, and then we'll come back and continue talking with Tonya Hunter from Murph's Country Music Barn right here in Cedar Hill.
The Health Kick Store is here to help you with your allergies and many other health concerns naturally. The Health Kick Store has been serving our community since 1993 and is our area's largest vitamin and herb provider. They are located at 511 Memorial Boulevard, Springfield, Tennessee, right next door to UPS. And guess what, seniors? You get 15% off every first Tuesday of the month. For more information, call 615-384-7482 or visit thehealthkick.com.
We have
Okay, we are back in studio with Tonya Hunter from Murph's Country Music Barn, our favorite place to be on a Saturday night in Robertson County. And so we're talking about September 10th because that is Experience Robertson County. And for those of you that don't know what that is, there is a place in all 11 cities in our county that has showcasing one amazing venue or business, and Murph's is going to be it for Cedar Hill. So we're so excited. I am really excited because there's so many people that need to know about this place. Because like you said, it's family friendly, it's fun. You leave your stress outside. You walk in, and it's such a good vibe.
Yes.
Just a good family vibe. So I heard you're giving out some other stuff there that day on September 10th. You have a goodie bag with a free admission pass.
That's right.
And what else are you giving out?
So included in the day, we'll be giving free popcorn and lemonade and water. And the kitchen will be open. We realize people may be coming in through the lunch hours, but the kitchen will be open if you want to purchase a hamburger or something. But we will be giving away popcorn and lemonade and water.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. I think you guys have the best lineup so far. I've been trying to find out who they're letting them out slowly, who's going to be all the stops, and so far, I know I'm a little bit biased, but so far, really, you guys got more fun things going on, I think, than any of the stops. So I'll probably be hanging out there most of the day just because that's so much fun. Well, now, can you talk a little bit about growing up there on the farm, and because your family's been there for a while, yeah?
Yes, the farm was originally purchased by my grandparents right after World War II, and so my dad grew up there, grew tobacco and all the other row crops that are typically grown here in Robertson County, and then I grew up there on the farm too. I lived next door, and it's a wonderful experience. There's a lot of pride in growing tobacco and the rural agricultural communities and industries. And so, of course, it's a little difficult these days. So we are adding this into our farm business, and but we don't want to get too far from our farm roots. And so also growing up there, one of the interests that my father had was playing music, and he has this deep love for music, and it's been a part of our life, and he just wanted to offer this to the community as well, and have a good family place to come to on a Saturday night.
Now, didn't somebody in your family, didn't they, was it Murph's parents that used to square dance on the Grand Ole Opry? Or?
Yes, that's right. And so, that's just where it all sort of began, and where the love for the music and dancing started.
I would love to see some more square dancing. I know that we've talked about that, and I know that we're in touch with Franny to see if we can get that going. But I mean, I've gone to the Kilgore Bluegrass Festival every year, and the highlight of that festival is the square dancing for me.
Yes.
Because it's so much fun.
Yes, it is. So that event is going to be coming soon.
Oh, good.
And we'll let you know the date so you can let it out to your listeners. But we're looking forward to that. And it's going to be a really fun evening.
Oh, excellent. And we'll be sure to have you guys back on talking about that.
Sure.
Because I'd love to see square dance just blow up again, here in Robertson County.
Well, one of the things that we're learning is it's here. You just don't hear about it often. And like you, people want to see it. And if we can let people know that there's going to be an event that they can come to, I think it will be a good turnout. People are definitely interested. I just don't think they know where to go to see these things.
Yeah, exactly. No, that is excellent. All right. So again, Experience Robertson County. What you do is you pick up a passport. Now, are the passports available only at the square, or are all the locations going to have them? Do you know?
Yeah. So if you have Murph's Country Music Barn as your first stop, we will give you the passport, and then you can be on your way.
Good.
You can get them at the Chamber, Robertson County Chamber of Commerce, but your first stop should have some available for you.
Okay.
And then you take them with you throughout the rest of your tour.
Okay. And now tell people how to find you, because you're a little bit hidden, just a little bit.
Yeah, that's amazing to me. I think we're the easiest place in the world to find, but I hear it often.
Well, I think because sometimes people try to find it in the dark.
Yes.
And that's the problem. But
Yes.
this day, I think it's going to be easy.
Yes, that's right. So we're just off of I-24 exit 19. That's the easy way. Okay. So you turn off of the interstate and just take a few turns and you're there. We're actually just 3 miles off of the interstate. We're in the Stroudsville community. A lot of people may know where that is. Off of Stroudsville Road, there's a big sign there. So right on the edge of Robertson County, next to I-24, exit 19.
Okay. And the address is?
3336 Winters Road,
Okay.
Cedar Hill.
And is there a particular phone number or email that you want to give out?
Sure. The phone number is 615-505-2390.
One more time.
615-505-2390.
Good. Now that's a number if they want to get reservations for this Saturday or if they have questions.
Yes, that's right. And you call that number and you'll speak directly with Murph or B.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I know the venue itself is just spectacular. And, not this year, but last year, we had the Robertson County Republican Party Reagan Night there. And people were just so amazed at the venue. They said, I had no idea this was here. And so you do rent it out for other...
Yes, we rent it out for parties, reunions. We've even had a funeral or two there.
Oh, my. Did not know.
So it's a great venue. It's a 9,000 square foot barn. They're right off of Winters Road. And it has a really wonderful, warm, homey atmosphere. So when you walk in, you immediately feel comfortable.
You do. And I love how you have the big United States flag and the military flags. I mean, it's just, that's awesome.
We're very proud of that culture too.
Yeah, I know you do support the veterans very much.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I do want to take this opportunity real quick to say thank you to all of you that went out last Friday to the Orange Heart Memorial Parkway dedication and the Gold Star Family Parkway. This was something that's been a long time coming, and I am so proud of the community for showing up at this dedication right there on Memorial Boulevard. And also, we had some homeschoolers come out and gave a little lesson over at the memorial. And so I'm starting to do that more. I'm starting to, do a little bit with the homeschoolers because I hear about so many events, and so many of them have a great tie-in, for a lesson. And so this was one of them. And so that's why I was thinking maybe on September 10th, I was thinking, I'm going to call this one group and see if they want to come out for like an easy version of a line dance that'd be easy for kids to learn. And maybe I could do that earlier in the day, maybe like from 10 to 11 or something like that. So stay tuned for more information on that, because I'd love to get a group of homeschoolers out there and let them enjoy too, because I know the lessons, they can be overwhelming for kids,
Kids pick line dancing up very
even
quickly.
faster probably.
If they're moving, they're learning. And Crystal's the person to teach them.
Yeah, that is true.
And I bet you might get a quick lesson or two out of Stevie or Mr.
It's a little guitar or saxophone
Shelton.
lesson.
Yes, yeah.
Ooh, we could do that too for homeschoolers. They could show up. Oh, all right, homeschoolers, if you're listening, we're going to do another field trip. And so on September 10th, part of the Experience Robertson County, there'll be plenty of things at Murph's for homeschoolers to take advantage of. So they can talk to some musicians who have just played with a lot of great people. They have a lot of great stories, and they're great musicians, so they might be able to give a little lesson here or there. We're going to have plenty of people giving line dance classes, especially from 2 to 4. Crystal will be there. So bring out those kids, because that's one of the things I do with the Go Show. The Go Show really wants to get people out going places.
Yes.
There's too many people, at home in front of a TV, or kids on their tablets or phones. And it's just not healthy to just be, indoors all the time, watching these programs or getting programmed, however you want to look at it. So we need to get our families out.
Yes, and there's so many wonderful places to come to in Robertson County.
That is true. It's endless. It
Yes.
really is, which is funny because I'm not, I've only been in town for 4 years, but I already, every night of the week, there are like several things to pick from. Matter of fact, I do need to go over a few more of those before we end today, just to let you know. And then also just a reminder, if you have an event and you want it to be considered to be included on the Go Show, please drop it off at UPS on Memorial Boulevard with my name on it, Lee Marie, and I will get that. I know a lot of people email, and that's great, but if I have a hard copy, and Laverne will tell you the same thing, if we have a hard copy flyer, it's going to be covered a lot more than just emails, because we have to scroll through all that. So tonight is Wednesday, so just a reminder, Journey to Recovery is happening at South Haven Baptist Church, and that is at 116 Academy Drive in Springfield. And so if you are, or if you know any addicts, or, just people that need healing from, whatever trauma, come on out, bring them, bring your family, because this is all ages. They do have childcare, and they also have transportation. So if there's somebody that just can't get there for whatever reason, Journey to Recovery is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And if you want more information, you can call Johnny Norton at 615-485-4626. Again, that's 615-485-4626. Or you can email him at jnorton@shbc, which stands for South Haven Baptist Church Ministries.org. And again, that is tonight at 7 p.m. Very worthwhile program to get plugged into. Journey to Recovery, and it's a newer program. They have revised it, so it's really fantastic. Also, just a reminder, you can still go online at the Robertson County Economic Development Survey site and leave your comments about what you would like to see or not see in the county, because that's very important with more people moving into Tennessee. We need to make sure that we keep, Robertson County beautiful, especially Cedar Hill.
Yes, that's right.
Cedar Hill's doing a great job, I tell you, But anyways, so then, of course, we already had Danny here telling us that this Saturday, 10 to 1, is the big Jesse James event at the Square. Also, Harvest in the Briar is happening this Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 2551 Highway 41 in Greenbrier. They're going to have entertainment, vendors, food trucks, and a big kids area. So that is this Saturday. Plenty to do this Saturday. You can hit both. First, go to Jesse James, and then from 1 to 3, go to Harvest in the Briar. That's probably what I'll be doing. And then Sunday, there is a big, huge river baptism.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and I do know some people that are going to be in that, so it's going to be exciting. And fish fry afterwards. Everyone is welcome in the community. It's this Sunday, 5 p.m., August 28th, and that's at Carr Creek. And so a lot of people will be up on that overpass. You know, they'll park up there, and you can watch, and there'll be hundreds. Yeah, and they have music. It's quite an amazing thing. And actually, Stephen and I got baptized there. Rebaptized. We've been baptized before, but, you know, you can get rebaptized. We wanted to, you know, do it in a river here in Tennessee. And so it was amazing. So again, there's a river baptism in Fish Fry this Sunday, August 28th at 5 p.m. And then remember to be stocking up on some of your food because the grocery sales tax exemption runs through August 31st at 11:59 p.m. So if
I'm
there's
learning so much stuff.
See? The Go Show, your source for information and inspiration. Of course, nobody can see me right now because I can't get the other camera on, but that's okay because you're so beautiful. Who would want to see me? But yeah, we cover a lot of that type of stuff on the Go Show. So if ever you have anything that you would like to be considered, like if you hear of some cool tip, like, you know, no taxes on the groceries, you know, send it over to me because I do go through all that. And then lastly, I do want to say there's fairs coming to town. Robertson County Fair is coming September 20th to the 24th. Nashville Fair is also coming. I know Nashville Fair is taking entries right now for the contest for creative arts, agriculture, and livestock. The kid entries are free. So that's for the Nashville Fair. And then Robertson County, those, I don't think that those entries have started yet because that's a little bit further down the line. But put it on your calendar, Robertson County Fair, September 20th to 24th, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. because that is always so much fun.
It is.
I always put things in the photography contest. And it's so much fun, you know, to see everybody's pictures.
Yes.
And I'll never forget, you know, my first time putting in, I got like a red ribbon and a white ribbon, you know, second and third. And then the next time I put stuff in and I didn't get anything. And I was kind of bummed and everything, like, oh gosh, I thought that one would at least get, you know, a white ribbon, whatever. And I would turn around the corner and they have a whole wall of just blue ribbons. And guess what? I had a photo up there with a blue ribbon on it. I was so excited.
That's congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
You've got some talent there.
Well, it was just my subjects. It was because they were interesting. You know, it was at the Bluegrass Festival inside that bus that has all the fabulous things all over, and so it was my father-in-law talking to the bus guy, and it was a cool picture to look at. You know, so I really think it was just because of the content. You know, it had nothing to do with my skill. I took it on my cell phone. You know,
Don't sell yourself short.
but anyways, it was still fun to see that up there with a ribbon on it. That someone else appreciated that. You know.
And it's always thrilling to win anything.
Right. Exactly. A ribbon. I was happy. So yeah, there's so many things. Have you or your family entered anything into the Robertson County Fair before?
Yes,
Yes.
I have.
Oh, what have you entered?
Years ago when I was in high school, I used to enter things all the time.
Oh, like what?
Sewing projects.
Ah.
So I too got to win a ribbon or two.
Nice.
So I do brag about that from time to time.
Very cool.
But I've lost those skills years ago. You know, you have to keep working at it.
Well, you're so busy with so many other things. Goodness. And now your daughter is doing so much.
Yes,
you know,
she
I
is.
see her all over Facebook with all of her projects and stuff.
Yes.
That is amazing, all the stuff that she's doing. And she has like how many children?
She has 6 children.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That I don't know how, like my mom, I'm the youngest of 6. And I really appreciate now that, you know, now that we have a farm with animals on it, it's like, I really appreciate moms so much more. Cause I'm like, I can barely keep a husband and animals alive. Like, how do you keep 6 children and everything else?
Well, she stays busy, and what's the old saying? Idle hands are a devil's workshop. Keeps you out of trouble.
There you go. There you go. All right. So yes. So we have about 10 minutes left. Is there anything else you want to tell us about Murph's? Because I think, don't you have stuff there on Thursdays and Fridays?
Yes, we have a live general auction on Thursday and Friday nights. The auction starts at 6 o'clock each night. And again, the deli's open. I think a lot of people like to come and eat Mama's good home cooking. But then you can also find just about anything at these auctions. You just never know what's going to be auctioned off, and it's a lot of fun to see it too. And we have a good crowd.
I still haven't made it out on auction night, and I really want to go.
You really need to. It's fun. Again, the atmosphere is low pressure. It's not like, you know, you can understand this auctioneer. You can understand what they're saying.
Okay.
And
so you won't accidentally buy something for $10,000 and then be like,
no. It would be wonderful if we had something for sale that was $10,000, but it's general merchandise, and it ranges anywhere from $2 to $250. I think I have actually seen something sell for $500, but you can find anything there.
Well, that's what I've heard. And like Murph shows me all the time, you know, when we go in that room, we go, oh, I got this. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yes.
great. And you know, I have to tell you something. If it wasn't for that auction, I would not have found Murph's.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
because at the time when I first moved here, I was working at the library, and my friend Heather used to go to the auction. And she told me one day, she said, Lee Marie, did you know that they have a live band and dance classes on Saturday nights? I said, what? This is like 15 minutes from my home. I'm like, what? She said, yes. So I went the very next Saturday and was just bit. I was like, oh.
Yes.
So had she not been going to the auction, I wouldn't have heard about it.
Yeah, so now you can come out to the auctions too.
Yes.
Lots of furniture, antique furniture. So if you need to stock your home,
Yeah, I'm kind of
place to go
afraid. I
to.
think that's why we haven't gone, is because we know we like buy the farm.
yeah, it's easy to do when you see all of these items going for, you know, very reasonably priced. It's like, oh, I can buy 3 of those.
Yeah,
I can buy 10 of those.
I'm sure if we went, well, actually, we probably have to bring the truck if we went, because otherwise we'd be calling, you know, for backup. Like, okay, we need some help here.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So you wouldn't be disappointed.
Awesome. And then I do want to mention one other thing, because the Starlighters is a band that is available to do other events. I know that they have headlined at the Thresherman's Festival now the last 2 years.
Yes.
They were a huge hit. Right after that, they also got booked for the Adams Festival. So what can you tell us about Starlighters?
Yeah, so this year they're going to be at the Adams Fall Festival again. I'm not quite sure of the date of that, but I think it's in October, so they'll be playing for that again. And they'll play for special events. If you need them to, if you want them to, you just contact that same phone number,
Okay.
and talk to Murph, and he will make those arrangements with
I would
you.
love to see them. If anybody's listening out there from the city, I would love to see them at First Friday Night Market next year, because that's, you know, the first Friday of every month.
Yes.
And they would be perfect for that, because every song that comes on, you know, people know, and they love to hear that at those types of festivals.
Yes.
So I think they would be perfect for, you know, for First Friday Night Markets and any of those other, you know, venues for sure.
Yeah, that's one of the things that makes live music fun, is you can sing along with it. And so they play the music that you love.
Yeah. And I think next year, Tommy from Crooked Eye Tommy, who is in charge of music, he couldn't get them in this fair because they had already booked, but he said, oh, I want to have them at next year's county fair. So,
Oh, awesome.
So that will be awesome.
We'll
yeah.
start planning for that now.
Yeah, definitely. So, if you have an event coming up and you're looking for some really cool music, and not everybody has heard them, so it's kind of like a cool thing, because they're one of the like best kept secrets.
I know, we've only been here for 20 years.
How long have you guys been doing the dance?
20 years.
20 years?
Uh-huh,
I
yeah.
did not realize that.
Yes, 20 years. Of course, it started slow. It was a dream and inspiration of Murph to have this place, and it started slowly, and then like in the last few years, it has just sort of taken off. But that's the way most overnight successes have started. It took 20 years or longer.
All right. Well, we just have 5 minutes left, so I do want to make sure that we give out the information again, because I know some people just got in their car and turned their radio on. So Experience Robertson County is coming September 10th. Mark your calendars. It starts at 9 a.m. and it
to
goes
4.
till 4. Do you happen to know what time the drawing is at the square?
No, I do not.
Okay, so what happens is every stop that you go to, you get your passport stamped. Then when you get back to the square at the end, they put in however many stamps you got, that's how many tickets in the raffle you get for cash prizes. And I heard that's like $1,500 or something like that.
Yes. So make every stop and increase your opportunity to win that money.
Yeah, if you're looking to win the money, go to as many stops as you can. But if you're looking to have the most fun, well, just go hang out at Murph's the whole time.
We will entertain you.
Okay, and Murph's is at 336 Winters Road, right off of Stroudville.
Yes, off of Stroudsville Road.
Stroudsville Road,
There's
okay.
a big sign that will show you where to get to. Now, you drive down this long lane. It looks like you're going nowhere, but then you get there and it's like, wow.
That is true. Once you turn on Winters, right?
That's correct.
You kind of wind around and you think like, am I in the right place? Am I in someone's backyard? Like, what's the deal? And then all of a sudden off to the right, oh, there it is.
It looks like you're going down someone's lane to their farm, and that's exactly what you're doing. And then you turn the corner and ta-da, there it is.
There it is. My favorite place in Robertson County. Awesome. And so one more time, give the phone number for Murph's.
615-505-2390.
And one more time.
615-505-2390. Yep, call that number and speak directly to Murph or B.
And Murph and B are awesome. We love them so much. I wish that I could be seen on camera right now. Oh, there's just my hand. I'm waving at you guys right now. We love you guys so much. We love your whole family. We love Murph's Country Music Barn, and I'm just so excited that people in Robertson County, so many more people are going to get turned on to this venue.
It's an honor for our family to be represented and to serve our community.
Well, you guys are fine people and fine patriots. Is there anything else that we need to cover? We got 3 minutes.
I can't think of anything, but we would love to see you.
Okay, all right.
We would love to make you a part of our family.
Oh, and that's what I love about Murph's too. You know, you walk in and you do feel like, okay, I'm home. You know, I was involved with the dance studio back home for over 20 years, and that's how it felt. It was a home for so many people, you know, people that didn't have families or didn't have a spouse, you know, and so you can feel perfectly fine walking into Murph's by yourself. There's plenty of people that go by themselves.
Yes.
And people need to hear this because there's a lot of people out there that maybe are newly, you know, alone, and they feel like they can't go out there. But there's plenty. There's probably even more people that go by themselves than go together. And it's not because it's a meat market, you know?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. You go introduce yourself to Murph or B, and they will give you a big hug, and they will introduce you to people. But by the end of the night, you've got a family.
You will. Oh my gosh, I got goosebumps at that. No, it's true. And then also there's some people, you know, like CA, there's some dancers there that are regulars that are so friendly, and they'll spot you. They'll know that you're new, and they'll come up because I remember they're like, hey, you know, this is who I am, you know, and who are you? And they immediately just take you in. You know, as family. And it's so wonderful because, like, first, you know, when I walked in anyway, I was like a little bit frightened. Like, you know, it's the first time you go in a place, you don't really know what to think. But when I saw everybody just completely friendly, it was not a meat market. It was just people having fun, people trying the line dances, goofing off. You know, they're not getting it. Okay, that's all right. It's no big deal. You know, no stress.
Yeah, most of the people have more fun when they can't do the line dances.
Ain't that the truth?
But, you know, Miss CA is another example. You know, she moved into the area. She walked in for the first time, just like you. And now she's one of our best ambassadors.
Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, everybody, when I take new people, they'll say, who is that lady over there? She's so good. They love watching her, you know, because she is. She's so good. And you can stand behind her anytime, and she'll just turn around and help you with the moves.
Yes.
You know, so yeah, you do have some wonderful ambassadors there. I know Leslie's good, and Melissa. There's so many.
Yes.
So many wonderful people. You have such a great family of people that go there, and your family as well. So again, Murph's Country Music Barn, 3336 Winters Road. They do have this fabulous venue every Saturday night. Doors open at 6 p.m. Line dances start at 6:30. Band starts at 7:30. Then they do some fun little game where you can win some prizes.
Yes, it's a spin off of a cakewalk. So everyone remembers a cakewalk from our childhood. Well, we call it the mystery walk. You don't get a stale piece of cake. You get a neat little prize in your sack.
That's
so
fun.
Yeah, you just dance around to the music, and they draw your number, and you've got you a prize.
That's fun. And then the band goes back on. The band goes until what, 10 or 10?
10:30.
10:30, okay.
Yes.
Band goes on until 10:30. All right, and I love how they always end with like, I'll
Yes.
fly away, or one of the
I
spirituals.
saw the light.
I saw the light. Yeah.
That's part of who we are too.
That's awesome.
And God has blessed us with this, and we have a responsibility, and so we want to respect that and pay tribute to that.
That's awesome. Awesome. Very cool. All right. Well, it is 9:00. So I'm going to do a quick closing prayer before I send you all on your way. Now, you guys got your marching orders. You got lots of fun places to go coming up. Oh, Heavenly Father, thank you so much for today, and for all of these guests that came on to tell us about ways that we can, things that we can do with our families, just to strengthen our families and to strengthen our ties in the community, and just to be around things that are good and right. Thank you so much for this opportunity to tell people about these events. We ask a special blessing on all of these events coming up. Just may you get all the glory, and we love you so much. We praise you. We thank you. In the mighty name of Jesus, amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right. You have been listening to 1100 WSGI. This has been Lee Marie with The Go Show. And we hope to see you guys all at these upcoming events. Remember, this Saturday, Frank and Jesse James, the last days. And it's a costume contest, too. So dress up for that. And listen to the broadcast. Share it on Facebook. We're on Facebook and YouTube. But go to the WSGI page and like it. Put some comments in there. Especially Murph's people. Put some comments in there so that everybody can meet you, because we're all going to be coming out there, Robertson County, pretty soon. God bless. 1100 WSGI.
You are not hidden. There's never been a moment you were forgotten.